Alright, Grinches, let's check out 5 Christmas children's books that will bring you holiday cheer. Family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because I am posting every day for Vlogmas throughout the entire month of December. And if you guys are not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It's at _dancing_bookworm. I post on there full book reviews and bookish content. So I did not realize how hard it was going to be to say children's Christmas books. Children's Christmas books. It's just, it doesn't roll off the tongue nicely. But that's what we're going to be talking about today is 5 children's Christmas books that I absolutely adore and think everyone should read to their young ones or just read yourself because they're just really fun for the holiday season. I will say that I need to work on my attire because I definitely look more like a miser or like Scrooge or like a Grinch than somebody spreading holiday joy. I do not have a lot of Christmas clothing or props, so I should probably get on that, but I am not usually like a big Christmas person, so it's weird for me to actually be doing Vlogmas to begin with because I'm super not a Christmas person, but I am really into Christmas this year because 2020 is just done us dirty and I need a little holly jolly in my life, so I'm feeling Christmas this year. But yeah, I wanted to go over these 5 books with you guys. It's just gonna be a short video. Just picked 5 of my favorites because I love reading, especially reading Christmas books to kids. Like, I just think that something about them seeing Santa Claus on the page and then being like, ho ho, like, super excited. I don't know if any other little kid out there calls Santa ho ho, but all the kids in my family call Santa ho ho. Like, I don't know why. I mean, he says ho ho, but that's just what they call him. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go over 5 of my faves with you guys and hope that you guys can read them to your little ones too. So the first one I have is The Great Christmas Crisis. This is by Kim Norman and illustrated by Janny Ho. So this is, I really like this book, not because of the plotline or anything, but because, well, I mean, the plotline's cute, but everything is embossed on it, so, like, it's got a little texture for little kids, so, like, my niece Riley, who's only 2, can, like, feel the pages, and it's not, like, one of those touch and feels, it's just, like, everything's a little raised on it, so it's just got a little texture to it, and it's just fun to, like, touch. But this book is about everything's going wrong at the North Pole, and Santa doesn't know why, so he decides to go undercover as an elf to figure out what the heck is going on, and basically trying to help the elves, but he might make it a little worse. So this is super cute. I really enjoy this book, but like I said, one of the main reasons I like it is the embossing of the pages. The illustrations are really cute. I especially like how the elves look in it because they don't look like creepy adult elves. They look like children, which I appreciate because I'm all about the movie The Santa Claus, and I think that all elves should look like little kids because that's the spirit of Christmas, man. So the next one I have is The Snow Must Go On, a way off-Broadway adventure. This is a Hallmark story written by Molly Wingand and illustrated by Mike Asperg. So this is about all the critters that live down in the South Pole, and they're a little mad that the North Pole gets all the attention at Christmas time, so they decide that they're going to one-up the North Pole by putting on a big production, a wonderful show, and yeah, everybody has to find their special part and do their thing. I think the illustrations are really beautiful in here. I always like Hallmark books and how they look. But I think that my favorite part about this is just the silliness. I'm trying to find a really good illustration in here. But just like the silliness of the kind of production element of the holiday show, because like I said, every year I put on a Christmas recital. Well, I don't put it on, my studio puts it on, but I help put it on, at the dance studio, and it is quite an adventure to put on a show and then also be happy and holly jolly and celebrating Christmas and also be like, oh, why don't you know your right foot from your left foot? Like, so I definitely feel the struggles that the critters feel in this book, but also I think it's so funny and it does have a most wonderful turnout, and doesn't it always at a recital or a holiday pageant or a show always have the turnout it's supposed to have? So the next book I have is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Clement C. Moore and illustrated by Charles Santori. So I'm not specific to like this version of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. There's many versions. This one just happens to be by that person who illustrated it. But this is just your classic 'Twas the Night Before Christmas poem. I do like the illustrations in here because they are very beautiful and like a little bit more realistic looking than some of the more cartoony versions. But it's not like, I'm not particular to just this version. I just really enjoy the poem 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So you guys probably know the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and All Through the House, all that stuff. So yeah, I don't really need to explain what it's about, but I will tell you guys that on December 23rd, I am going to be doing an ambient reading of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas for you guys. So if you guys are really like love this story and want to just sit down and listen to it, on December 23rd, I will be posting a video of me reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So yeah, I just love this story, the poem, just how it flows, and it's just a beautiful way to like picture Christmas and to picture Santa Claus. So the next book I have, I absolutely love this edition that we have because it's so simple. But this is The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg, and this one, does it say who illustrated this version? This one was illustrated by, oh, it's also illustrated by Chris Van Allsburg. I didn't know he illustrated it too. That's really cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, if you guys have not read The Polar Express, it is about a little boy who in the middle of the night hears a train coming on Christmas Eve, and he climbs aboard and it takes him to Santa's workshop, and he's not like a super big believer of Christmas until he gets on the train, and it kind of changes his view and changes how he feels about Christmas. I absolutely love the movie The Polar Express. I think that it was one of the first animated movies that I was like, wow, this is really well animated. But I also just love how this book looks with the simple silver bell. And yeah, I think it's just one of those beautiful Christmas books where you need to really just sit down and read it and understand that as kids get older, their belief is shaky. So you have to kind of inspire them more, I think, into getting into the holiday spirit. So that leads me to my fifth and final and favorite book of Christmas, and it is How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. I absolutely love How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I have the nickname The Grinch at my dance studio. I just poked myself in the eye with the book. Ow. But I have the nickname The Grinch at the dance studio because, like I said, I'm not always a super Christmassy person. But I also had the nickname The Grinch from one of my friends because apparently when I smile, I get like the dimples that like the Grinch gets when he smiles. So I don't know, apparently I'm the Grinch, but I love the Grinch. Every year my mom and I sit down and we watch the 1966 Boris Karloff, is that how you pronounce his name? Version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, like the movie, which is exactly the book, just read in movie format. And I just, my favorite part of the Grinch is when Max is pulling the sleigh. I absolutely love Max the dog. I have such a soft spot for that character, and even though he doesn't do anything in the book besides pull the sleigh and be like the Grinch's bestie, in the animated feature of it from 1966, he jumps on the back of the sleigh and waves to the Grinch, and I crack up every time. I just love animals. But yeah, that is my absolute favorite Christmas book, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you got some ideas of what to read to your Christmas little kids out there. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Bye!
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.